Okay, Guy, you keep saying that holding up a ball in your hand, superimposing it over the moon, and comparing the shadows, that they have nothing to do with each other, and that for that to work, you have to assume a spherical Earth. Okay, well, that's completely wrong. The Earth isn't involved at all. The Earth has nothing to do with this. It's about determining whether the incident light rays on the two different spheres are parallel or not. So if you're looking along a sight line where the one is superimposed over the other and the incoming light rays are parallel, then you will see exactly the same proportions of each sphere illuminated. The shadows will be on the same side and they will be the same proportions. Now, people keep trying to explain to you that you can't just hold your ball up in one direction and then turn to the moon. Because if you're not looking along the same line of sight towards both, then obviously you're not going to see the same proportion of each one lit, even if the light rays coming into both of them from the same source are nearly perfectly parallel as they are with sunlight. So if you look down the line of sight on these two spheres, with both of them lined up, then you'll see each one at 90 degrees. Your line of sight will be 90 degrees to the incident sunlight. If you don't do that, if you stand off to the side, you're going to see the incident light rays at different angles. In this case, about 20.5 degrees, and in this case, 65 degrees. So you can't use this as a reference to determine if the light rays are parallel. And it doesn't matter if the light rays are coming in at different angles. If the incident light rays are both at 45-degree angles and you still line them up, then you'll still see exactly the same proportions lit and the shadows on exactly the same side if you look down a line of sight that includes both of them. Again, if you stand off to the side somewhere, you're going to see different angles and you're going to see different proportions lit. But it's not telling you that the light rays aren't parallel. Now, why have people brought this up? Because if your sun is really close to the Earth, just a few thousand miles away, then even if you look down a line of sight with both balls on the same point, you won't see the same proportions lit. They won't be lit from the same direction. If this is your light source and it's much, much closer, and the light rays coming into both objects aren't parallel, you'll see them lit different ways. So if you look down the line of sight between the two, and you see exactly the same shadows in exactly the same directions, then you know geometrically that the light rays striking both objects are pretty damn near parallel, and the sun cannot be a few thousand miles away. Do you get this yet?